All right. Santa delivered to the Grumpy Enginerd a little early this year. We've got a Shop Fox 12-inch disc sander, model number W1828. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. All right, we've got our operator's manual, and looks like our miter gauge, cast aluminum. Not great, but I guess it beats not having one. Some bolts and thumb screws, knobs. See if we can get this out of here without wrecking anything. All right. We got a cast iron table. Looks like they did a pretty nice job on the grinding. It's got a coating on it of some kind, so it wouldn't rust. You can see where it bubbled up a little bit here and there, but not bad. All right, a date of manufacture 8/20/21, model W1828, 12-inch disc sander, 1 horsepower motor, 110 volt, 10 amp, grounded. Safety trigger. We got a whole bunch of warning labels here. Warning, accidental death or injury, eye and respiratory hazard, read the manual, keep your friggin' hands off of the disc, disc rotational sticker so you know which way it's going. We have the lock for the table on one side, spring loaded so you can lock it down. A lock for the other side of the table. So that's pretty straightforward. And what looks like 4 hard rubber feet. So let's rock it back on its butt and see if we can get those screwed in. There's no hex or extra washer on there to lock them. No nuts, no locking washers, no nothing. You evidently screw them on and that's it. It's all cast iron, except for the brackets for the table. Those are metal. And the dust port here, it's a plastic piece that they've screwed on there with the Shop Fox sticker. So all in all, it looks pretty solid. There, do it that way so you can see better. Power cords, 6-7 feet, nothing to brag about, but certainly enough to get it plugged in. So let's fire it up and see how much noise this thing makes. You got an outlet over here, I do. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's nice and quiet. Got just a little wobble on the face, but it's not bad. I mean, what do you want for sub 400 bucks? It's not too loud. We will get the table dialed in and put it through its paces, do a little work with it, and see if we're glad we own this or not. I'm gonna reserve judgment, but so far, it wasn't vibrating or anything, jumping around, not too loud. I'm sure it gets louder when you start grinding on something, but the 1 horsepower motor, which it's got the heat dissipation fins on it. Nice paint job. So, so far I'm optimistic, but once again, reserve final judgment. Yeah, no extra discs or anything like that to change what grit the disc is. That feels like 80, maybe 60 or 80. Let's read you the specs real quick. Table is 4.5 by 15 3/4. Table will tilt to 45. 12-inch diameter disc. 1725 on the RPMs. I think I said it's a 2-inch dust port down here on the right side, which kind of surprises me because most everything's made for right-handed people. So you would think you would, maybe put that on the left side, keep it out of everybody's way, but I didn't design the damn thing. 2-year warranty, weighs 68 pounds. Oh, they say you can bench mount it through up into the footholes if you want to take the feet off. Like we would have never figured that out with their help. We did our test run at Fires. It's not bad from the factory. Attaching sandpaper. Yeah, it's the self-adhesive sandpaper. You can get down to 24 grit and up to 360 in the 12-inch diameter size. 12 to 36, 40 to 60, 80 to 100, 120 to 180, and then 220 to 360. So you do have a fair range of sandpapers, which is nicer than I expected them to offer. Oh, and back in the back under accessories, they give you the list of the model number is for their packs of sandpaper. A pack of sandpaper is 2 discs, and it comes in 60, 80, 100, 120, 160, 180, and 220. So I don't know what the hell they were talking about 360 over there and the other one in 24 grit, but I guess that may be available somewhere else. But other than that, that's about it. Keep your fingers off of it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I do give them full marks. Not everybody does this anymore. They do include a wiring diagram for the switch and a full exploded view with the parts labeled and the main parts list with part numbers in here, which I think is a nice touch. A lot of places don't do that anymore. So that's nice. You lose a switch or something, you can potentially rewire it and skip the switch or put a new switch in. So nice touch there. Get it a new home here at the Grumpy Enginerd World Headquarters, and we'll get you some video of it in operation and see what we think. And I just figured something out right as I turned the camera off. It comes with an 80 grit disc. The miter gauge is a piece of crap. You can get it to 90 or whatever angle you want, but you are absolutely not going by these numbers, and you need to do it in the T-slot, and it's sloppy, like really sloppy. Sloppy to the point I almost think I might make my own T-bar to tighten it up. But you can get it where you need it, but you got to earn it. So if you're trying to do something precision, keep that in mind. You're going to have to work it with your square or your protractor, whatever you want to use, but you're going to earn it getting it right. These numbers are bogus. That's not going to help you at all. But that, and it's default to do an 80 grit disc. So wanted to make sure you had that info. Yeah. So now we're back to like and subscribe. We can lop that other shit off.